Every time you scroll through home listings, you do the math in your head, then you stop. Because the number feels impossible on one income. You close the app. You tell yourself maybe next year, maybe when you meet someone, maybe when things change. But here is what nobody told you. Single women are the second largest group of home buyers in America, not couples, not investors, women buying alone. And the gap between what you think you can afford and what you actually qualify for is bigger than you realize. Here is what most people get wrong about buying a home. They think the bank looks at their paycheck and decides yes or no. That is not how it works. The bank does not care if you are single. It does not care if you are married. It does not care if you have a partner splitting rent. The bank cares about one number, your debt-to-income ratio. That is the percentage of your gross monthly income that goes to debt payments. Gross means before taxes, before your 401k, before health insurance. If you earn $65,000 a year, your gross monthly income is about $5,417. The bank looks at that number. Then it looks at everything you owe each month. Your car payment, your student loans, your credit card minimums, your future mortgage payment. If those monthly debts stay below a certain percentage of $5,417, you qualify. That is the entire formula. No partner required, no inheritance required, just your income and your debts. Lenders use something called the 28/36 rule. It sounds complicated. It is not. The 28 means your total housing payment should be no more than 28% of your gross monthly income. Housing payment includes the mortgage, property taxes, home insurance, and if you put less than 20% down, private mortgage insurance called PMI. That is the 28 side. Now the 36. Your total monthly debts, housing plus everything else, should stay under 36% of your gross monthly income. Everything else means car payments, student loans, credit card minimums. Let us put real numbers on this. You earned $65,000. Gross monthly income is $5,417. 28% of $5,417 is about $1,517. That means your total housing payment, mortgage, taxes, insurance, PMI should stay at or below $1,517 a month. Now the 36 side, 36% of $5,417 is about $1,950. That is the maximum for all your debts combined. So if your car payment is $350 and your student loan is $280, that is $630 already taken. Subtract $630 from $1,950 and you get $1,320. That means with those existing debts, your housing payment ceiling drops from $1,517 to $1,320. See how that works? Your existing debts eat into what the bank will approve for your mortgage. This is why paying down debt before you apply is not just a good idea. It directly raises the price of home you qualify for. Now let us turn that monthly payment into an actual home price. You earn $65,000. With modest existing debts, your max housing payment is about $1,320 a month. But let us say you paid off that car. Now your max housing payment goes back up to $1,517. Let us work with $1,517. At a 7% mortgage rate with 5% down on a 30-year loan, your monthly principal and interest on a $220,000 home is about $1,393. Add property taxes. National average is about 1.1% of the home value. On a $220,000 home, that is roughly $200 a month. Add home insurance. Average is about $120 a month. Add PMI since you put less than 20% down. That runs about $80 a month. Total monthly payment, $1,393 plus $200 plus $120 plus $80 equals $1,793. Wait, That is over the $1,517 limit. So you adjust. You look at homes closer to $195,000. Now principal and interest drops to about $1,237. Taxes drop to about $179. Insurance stays at $120. PMI drops to about $70. New total, $1,606. Still a little high, so you target $180,000. Principal and interest, $1,140. Taxes, $165. Insurance, $115. PMI, $65. Total monthly payment, $1,485. That is under $1,517. You qualify. And here is the part that changes everything. A single woman earning $65,000 a year can realistically afford a home around $180,000 to $220,000, depending on her debts. According to Zillow, in 31 states, the median home price is at or below $250,000. In 19 of those states, it is below $220,000. You are not priced out of homeownership. You might just be looking in the wrong zip code or carrying debts that shrink your buying power. The National Association of Realtors reports that single women made up 19% of all home purchases in 2023. They are not waiting for a second income. They are buying now, with one paycheck, one name on the deed. So why does it feel like buying a home alone is impossible? Because the system profits when you rent. Think about it. Your landlord collects your rent every month. That money pays their mortgage, their property taxes, their insurance. You are building their equity with your paycheck. The average rent in the U.S. hit $1,958 a month in 2024, according to Rent.com. That is $23,496 a year going to someone else's net worth. Over 5 years, that is $117,480 you will never see again. But it goes deeper than just landlords. The lending industry benefits from confusion. When you do not understand debt-to-income ratios, you do not apply. When you do not know about first-time buyer programs, you do not ask. When you believe you need 20% down, you wait 10 more years. And during those 10 years, you keep renting. The real estate industry spends billions on marketing to couples. Open any home buying guide. The language says we, our first home together. It is designed around 2 incomes. That messaging makes you feel like you are not ready. Like buying alone is risky, like you should wait, but the numbers say otherwise. You are already paying enough in rent to cover a mortgage. You just have not been shown the math. The objection you hear most is this: I do not have a down payment saved. That is the number one reason single women say they cannot buy. And the system loves that belief because it keeps you renting. But here is the truth. You do not need 20% down. FHA loans require as little as 3.5% down. On a $180,000 home, that is $6,300. Some conventional loans go as low as 3%, that is $5,400. And there are over 2,000 down payment assistance programs across the country. Many are specifically for first-time buyers. Some are grants, free money you never pay back. The average first-time buyer in 2023 put down 8% according to the National Association of Realtors. Not 20%, 8%. So here's your plan. Step 1, get your debt-to-income ratio below 36%. Pay off your smallest debts first. Every $200 in monthly payments you eliminate adds thousands to your home buying power. Step 2, save $200 a month for 2 years. That gives you $4,800. Combine that with a down payment assistance program, and you are at or above 3.5%. Step 3, Get pre-approved before you start looking. Pre-approval tells you exactly what the bank will lend. It costs nothing. It takes a few days, and it replaces the guessing with a real number. You do not need to have it all figured out today. You need one step, and that step is knowing your number. Two women, same city, same salary, $65,000 a year, same monthly expenses. The only difference is what they do next. Person A keeps renting. Her rent is $1,500 a month. Every year it goes up about 4%. After 5 years, she is paying $1,825 a month. After 10 years, $2,220. Over 10 years, she has paid $214,000 in rent. She owns nothing. She has no equity. If she stops paying, she has 30 days before eviction. Person B takes the steps from this video. She pays down her car loan. She saves $200 a month for 2 years. She gets an FHA loan with 3.5% down and buys a $180,000 home. Her monthly mortgage payment is $1,485. It never goes up. In 10 years, Person B has paid roughly $178,000 in mortgage payments. But here is the difference. She now owns a home worth approximately $235,000, assuming just 2.7% annual appreciation, the 30-year national average according to the Federal Reserve. She has built about $80,000 in equity. Person A has $0 in housing wealth. Person B has $80,000, same paycheck, same city, same starting point. The only difference, Person B learned what you just learned today. You were never taught how to buy a home alone. Nobody sat you down and explained debt-to-income ratios. Nobody showed you the 28-36 rule. Nobody told you that 19% of homebuyers are single women doing this by themselves. This is not your fault. Nobody taught you this. But starting today, you know. And knowing changes everything. You are not someone who wonders if she can afford a home anymore. You are someone who knows exactly what it takes. Subscribe to She Starts Today, because the house you want might already be within reach.